Hi, it's Rana, and today we interrupt this regularly scheduled pattern play for a crop layout. Nikki and I are both creating with a kit that we are giving away at our Christmas in July crop, and we will still be playing with patterns. However, our only challenge today is just to use the kit, and we're using this as an example for those who choose to do 12 by 12 pages instead of a mini book. So this is, I'm showing you now all of the supplies that come in the kit, and I'm going to create a layout. If the crop participant chose 12 by 12 layouts, they will have received that green background paper as well as the kit supplies that I'm showing you. If they choose mini book, then they're actually going to get mini book pages instead of the green pattern paper. But anyway, Nikki and I are both using these exact supplies, and we're creating a layout. At the top of the video, I showed you a layout that was created by Chanel, who is a brand new Pretty Little Studio design team member. She had put that layout in the fans group a little while back. I love it. I really am taking inspiration just basically from the border that she had cut the squares and then stitched around it. I know there's nothing new in scrapbooking, and I probably have done this. I think we made little squares around our borders, even all the way back in the creative memories, right when you first get started scrapbooking kinds of things 20 years ago. But when I saw this, I loved it, and I thought, I haven't done that in ages, and I really want to do that. It's super cute. And so anyway, she inspired me, and that is what I'm going to do. So I cut all of my little squares, and I believe they are 1.5 inches. Let me measure to make sure. They are 1.5 inches. So I cut up the 4x6 papers into, and I used 3 of them, 3 different patterns, and I cut them all 1.5 inches square. I'm going to have some extras. That's okay. I may use that on the next layout that I do because I have a ton of stuff left over after I finished this layout. So I'm liking how that looks, and I'm going to probably wiggle things a little bit, but I'm going to try and kind of decide how I'm going to do the rest of this. So I chose the white with hearts paper to do kind of a background or a photo mat, but I'm not cutting it. I'm just laying it down there, and then I'm going to add the rest of things on top of it. So when I finish stitching and go in and make this cluster that I'm creating now ready to put on the page, I do cut that heart paper so I'll have a little extra of it because I cut off what's not going to show, in the final layout. So the part that's covered up, I cut out a little square out of that, and then I can use it here or on my next layout. So I love the little brackets. I know a lot of people will use those for journaling. I decided to make mine a layering piece, and I like how that looks. I'm going to add a couple of the little scallop borders that come in the kit. And then I'm going to go in and add some other little extra embellishing. My title is Spring Memories, and I do like that. I'm going to see what else I want to play with. I have lots of choices here. I'm going to settle on a couple of ducks, and I'm going to also add some more things just all around the border. And she had done that as well on her layout, adding some little bits in all the way around the squares. And so I did the same, and I thought it turned out really cute like that. I found a butterfly that I thought was the perfect colors. It's not going to stay there, but it's going to stay there for now. And I'm just trying to get some ideas with what I want to use. And I'm laying everything out. I haven't made final decisions on anything, but I'm laying everything out, and then I'll put the extra pieces that I know I'm not gonna use back in that tray, and I'll move everything off, and then I'll go ahead and do my hand stitching. And I generally will just do my hand stitching off screen. I just poke the holes and then use my time in front of the TV or whatever with my husband. He likes to watch baseball and things, and I enjoy hand stitching when we're just sitting and watching TV. So that works out good for me. It's not for everyone. It's just as cute without the hand stitching, but that's just something that I enjoy. So I like that ticket in there. It was a good color, but I just felt like I didn't like how it was adding another square piece when I already had those layers. So now I'm deciding on my thread color, and I will go off screen and I'll come back and you'll see it finished. I did like that color. If you are interested in what color I used, I could probably figure it out for you. And I'll put it in the description box if anybody, or in a comment if anybody wants to know that. So there I have, as you can see, kind of made this together all in one big piece, and then I'm gluing it down all together. There is foam tape behind it, so I like to have my photos popped up, and so I just used the Fun Foam from um, Walmart, or you can get it at Michael's, I believe. It's adhesive on one side, and you saw me there adding my adhesive to the other side. And then I added uh, my title there with foam adhesive, and you're going to see foam adhesive behind a lot of these other elements. Some things I like to have flat, some things I like to pop up over it, and I use the 1 millimeter because it's very thin for most of my little elements, and then some things like the butterfly wings, I will tack down the center and just pop up the wings. Some things like the flowers over there will be flat. One will be flat, one will have 1 millimeter, and then the other one will have 2 millimeter, just in the areas where it's not overlapping, so that it gives different dimensions. So they're all three at a different level. And I like how that turns out. So you're going to see the different ways that I add my foam adhesive. If you're looking at the layout itself, those two ducks, one's flat and one's just 1 millimeter. It's barely a difference, but it's just enough to give it that little added interest. Not everyone does that, and that's totally fine. It could be flat, and you'll love the layout just the same, but for me, I just really like this. I just really like the little lumpy bumpy things, so that's what I do. Totally personal preference. You can see that one. When I'm switching over here to the one that's off to the left, that's my 2 millimeter. The one that's on the right is my 1 millimeter, and I do it like that often off screen when I'm adding things instead of on screen, and I'll do it like that so I remember what's what, and it just kind of muscle memory there. I grab the one that I know I want. I added just kind of on the little bumpies of that one at the top, so it is flat at the very top, and then the little bumpies are kind of elevated just a tad. I added some clouds. It was a beautiful sunny day with barely any clouds. There were no ducks, and we didn't see a butterfly, but I added all of those things because those are all things from spring, and I thought it made the layout adorable. I don't scrapbook like super literal. I add the cute things that I want to add, and I think are cute. I liked how these things worked because of the colors that she had in her little dress that day, and so that's why I do that. We had gone out. This is in my backyard. We have this swing tied to a really high limb in the backyard, and Carly, we love to go out there after nap time. So you can tell in the picture she has messy, wild nap hair, and we don't even care. We don't redo hair after nap. We just go outside and do all the things, and this swing is one of her favorites. She will say higher, 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 and is just a little daredevil, just like her brothers were, and loves the swing. I get the best smiles on that swing because she does have so much fun with it. She giggles and laughs, and it's a good time. And after nap time, because the swing is under that big, huge tree, it's always nice and shady. So even when it's warm, we still can go out there and have a good time in the shade. I added the little lemon and orange, and I thought those were super cute. And then I'm going to add the little ladybug above that, adding another cloud up there. The little postage stamps have some have the postage stamp around the edges, and then the images. They're super cute. You can cut around it if you don't want the postage stamp, and I actually did do that when I was doing the mini book example. I did fussy cut a couple of the little images, but they're so cute as the stamp too, and since I was using the little squares, I thought it added a little something extra. There's the little ladybug. I had it at the bottom, but then I decided after I put the fruit there, I was just going to add it on top of the fruit. And that is pretty much it. You are going to see some close-ups here in just a minute. And I did add a little banner piece that says "Love This" right underneath the pictures. And you don't see that until you see the close-ups. Check out Nikki's page that she has created for Pattern Play today. Her channel is going to be linked in the description box below. And I will see you again very soon, hopefully with some layouts that I create at our crop, although I haven't seen some of these ladies in a long time, so I'm sure there'll be lots of chatting and probably less scrapbooking because that's how I roll. But anyway, thank you again very much. I appreciate you watching, and we will see you again very soon. Bye-bye.